Hey, Mary.
Hi.
How are you, sweetheart?
I'm okay. I'm a little stuffy because of the ragweed, but it's okay.
Oh, yeah. Ragweed does that. That's for sure.
Yep. Hi, Kennedy.
Hi.
Hey, Kennedy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I had trouble with number 6.
Okay. We will. Can y'all see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everybody loves fractions.
I know, right?
They're everybody's favorite. I know y'all want me to assign more with fractions on them. All right. So what we're going to want to do is distribute. I'm going to go ahead and write what's on the left side first because there's really no terms to be combined there as of yet. But what we need to do on the right side of the equal sign is distribute that 2/3 to both the 6y and the 15. So if you all will allow me, I'm just going to do the work down here on the same paper, and then I'll erase it once I get it. But this is probably a good idea when you're working with fractions to kind of work to the side of the problem, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
On this one, you're going to go 2/3 because I'm doing this part right here times, because if I'm distributing it, I'm distributing to each of the understand why I did that. Yes? No?
Hold on.
Let me erase and then redo because I want to make sure it's even. Does that make sense to you? Like anything, if I want to express it as a fraction, I literally have to put it over 1, right?
Put 8y minus 6 equals 2/3 times 6y over 1?
No, ma'am. What I'm doing is this part right here. I'm taking this right here,
Okay.
and I'm doing it out here. This is side work. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
This is just my side work of what I'm actually showing my work.
Yes.
Down below because I only have so much space.
Okay.
And I'm expressing 6y in fraction form. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
How about you, Kennedy?
Yes, ma'am.
You with me? Okay, good. All right, so now I'm going to simplify before I multiply. And I'm going to do this in purple. 3 goes into 6. How many times?
2.
Okay, good. And then 2 times 2 is 4. But basically what I'm doing is 2 times 2y, really. So that's 4y. So that part is 4y. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Here, I'm going to distribute my 2/3 to 15. This is my side work down here. I'm going to express it also over 1. All right? So simplify before you multiply. Kennedy, I don't know if, like, because I know that you came from a different school. So does that make sense to you when I say simplify before you multiply?
Yes, ma'am, it does.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I don't want to be saying something that you had not heard before without explaining it. Okay, so 3 goes into 15 how many times?
5.
5. So now I have 2 times 5, that's 10. And then 1 times 1 is 1. So basically I've eliminated that fraction altogether. So that's now I have the right-hand side of the equation. Do you all understand where I got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to erase my side work. It would be better if you were doing it on notebook paper and it really was side work, if that makes sense.
I know I always ask this, but why do we need to know this when we're older?
Well, my answer is always the same, and it sounds relatively boring, but every time you work out a problem that is multi-step, you build new neural pathways in your brain, and it makes you a better decision maker and problem solver in all aspects of your life, not just math.
Well,
And you, unfortunately, I would love to tell you, but even Jesus said, in the world you will have troubles.
And math.
So you will have to solve them, and he will be there to help and guide you just like he is in math. But that's why we do these things. But actually, I don't do this to you guys often just because I know how much you hate them. I think you hate them worse than you do fractions. But word problems show you how you use some of these concepts and principles in real life. But I know that they strike the fear in my students, so I try not to do too many of them. Just enough to prove to you that you actually do use them. And what will happen to you sometime, Mary, is that you will actually be doing algebra in life, but you're not really going to realize it.
oh, well, all right then.
Because anytime you solve anything in life that has to do with numbers and you're solving for an unknown, that's algebra.
Huh.
Because that's really the meaning of algebra, is solving for an unknown.
All right.
Okay, now we're going to combine like terms, and we have a y variable on the right and we have a y variable on the left. And most students like to end with their variable on the left. So in order to get my 4y from the right to the left, I'm going to subtract 4y from both sides. And the reason why I'm doing that is because there's an understood plus sign right here. And to undo addition, it's subtraction. So that gets rid of my 4y on the right side of my equation.
Okay.
And leaves me a 10. And over on the left side of the equation, I have 8y minus 4y. So that's 4y minus 6. And now what I want to do is I want to add 6 to both sides so that I can get my variable all by itself. Remember my antisocial variable. 10 plus 6 is 16. And this would cancel this one out. Gives me 4y on the left. And now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. And that's going to cancel this out here. And my final answer is y equals 4.
How did you get 10 again?
How did I get what again?
10.
The 10? When I multiplied 2/3 times 15. Let me do it real quick up here. Because I'm distributing that 2/3 to the 15. 3 goes into 15 5 times. And 2 times 5 is 10.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yep.
I have a problem or a question on number 1.
Okay, let me take a look at it. Number 1, 24 minus 3m equals 5m. Okay? Do you want me to do it, sweetheart?
Yeah, do you subtract 5m or do you add 3m?
I personally, on this one, even though we often like our variable to be on the left side, since if I really just add 3m to both sides, I'm going to have a variable on the right and a constant on the left, which really is the goal, is to have a variable on one side and a constant on the other. I would add 3m to both sides.
Okay.
Really good question though. But if I subtract 5m from both sides, what I'm going to end up doing then is having to do one other step by subtracting that 24 from each side. I can work it out if you'd like.
No, I think I got it. Is the answer 3?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It is. Good job. Is there, do you all want me to give you the answers to all 6 to make sure you're right while we're here?
Yes, please.
Okay. Did anybody else join us?
Steven.
Okay. Hey, Steven.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Did you have any specific questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'm just pulling up the answers. So that I can give them to you guys. And it's
Miss Sparks, how was your day?
pretty good. It's pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Uh-huh.
I had to check up at the doctor and it was good.
Oh, those are always fun.
Yeah, they are fun. Everybody loves going to the, oh, and I had to have my blood drawn. I hate that.
Oh, I hate needles.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of needles either. I've had many of them in my life, but still not a fan. But I don't know very many people who really like them.
Yeah, I don't like, I just really don't like needles. I'm fine with like itsy, like tiny, tiny needles. But the ones that like pricks, I hate.
Finger pricks?
Yeah.
Oh, they
Those
strike.
are worse than shots.
Yes.
To me,
They're yes. You know what? If you tell them to do it on the side of your finger instead of right on the top, it hurts a little less because every nerve ending comes together on the top, on that center. So I'm not really sure why they do it there, other than just to cause us pure torture. Okay, sorry about that. The answer to number 1 is 3, just like Mary said. The answer to number 2 is 9. The answer to number 3 is -8. The answer to number 4 is 6. The answer to number 5 is 2. And we just did number 6, and the answer was 4. Miss Sparks got it right. Yay. But if there's one that you guys would like for me to work out, I'm happy to do that, or I can even work all of them out. Whatever you guys need, I'm here for you.
Okay.
Kennedy, do you have any other questions?
No, ma'am, I don't think so. Thank you.
Oh, that's not a problem at all. Happy to help. Does it make sense how to do the fraction?
Yes, ma'am.
It's some extra steps and some extra work, but they throw in fractions because next year when you do geometry, there's a lot of fractions.
Gotcha.
So we want to make sure that you guys don't forget how much fun that those can be.
So fun.
Yes. But I'm like I say, would y'all like me to work each one of these out? Would that be helpful just to see it done?
Sure.
Okay. You want me to do number 1? Start there or start with 2?
Start with 2, ma'am.
Okay. 20 plus C. Sorry about my writing. Equals 4C minus 7. Okay. First thing I'm going to do, I think, is since I have options on this one of which side I want to put the variable on, I'm just going to default to getting my variable on the left side because I have options. So that would give me 20. Did y'all do it the other way? I don't want to confuse anybody.
No, I did it the same way, yeah.
How about you, Kennedy?
I did it the same way.
Okay. All right. So I've got a negative 3C, 20 minus 3C equals negative 7. So now, oops, sorry about that. I'm going to subtract 20 from both sides. That will leave me with a negative 3C equals negative 27. I'm going to divide both sides by a negative 3. And that's going to leave me C equals 9.
Okay.
All right. I'm so proud of y'all. You got these? Yay. It's a little bit of more of the same of what we did, you know, what the quiz was over, except they're getting a little more in depth, like you could kind of see with the fraction. And on some of these, I think you're going to have to distribute twice. I don't think you did on any of these, but in the future, that's what's going to happen is you're going to have, you know, to distribute both on the left-hand side and the right-hand side of the decimal or the equal sign. 9 minus 3K equals 17 minus 2K. So I'm going to add 2K to both sides.
Yay, did that right.
Yay. Because you undo subtraction by addition.
So would it be
that's
9 minus K?
17 on that side. And that's going to be 9 minus K equals 17. And I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. That's going to leave me a minus K equals 8. And then I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1 to get the negative sign off of the K. And that's going to leave me a negative 8.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for coming to Math Lab. Okay. What that was number 3? You still with me, Mary?
Yes, sorry, I was on mute and I didn't realize it.
Oh, okay. Kennedy left us though, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then 2 times 3z minus 4. So now I'm going to distribute on the right side. 2 times 3z is 6z. And 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. So now I'm going to subtract 6z from both sides. Which is going to give me negative z minus 2. My z's and my 2's look so much alike. I have to put that little thing there. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. That's going to give me negative z equals negative 6. Once again, in order to get the negative off of the z, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. And that gives me z equals 6.
Okay.
Are you doing all these the same way?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So you're good on this. And you did good on the quiz too, didn't you?
I don't know if I got my grade. Wait. I don't know if I got my grade.
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got
And
to show a few of the classes, but maybe I didn't get to show your class. But it is posted. But I couldn't give the quizzes back because I have some people that were absent and still have to take the quiz. But your grade is posted in RenWeb if you want to see it.
let's see.
And then what number was that I just did? That was 4, right?
What? I was not expecting that grade.
Yeah, I thought you did good.
105. I didn't think I got the bonus right either.
Well, apparently you got some of it right. I don't remember what your exact grade was, but
I took a wild guess on the labeling them like whether it's like a real and like a real like.
or in it, yeah.
Yeah.
That was hard. Okay, I'm going to distribute the 5 to both the a and the -3. Yeah, I know it was tough. I know it was a good thing I made that bonus.
Yeah.
All right, and now I'm going to move my 5a from the right to the left by subtracting 5a from both sides. That leaves me a negative 15. And this is going to be 3. And then minus 4a minus 5a is going to be 9a equals. And then I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. Getting a little messy. Minus 9a equals negative 18. Divide each side by 9. And that leaves, and by negative 9, I'm sorry. And that leaves me with a positive 2.
Okay.
Big thing to remember is just make sure you distribute to both, things in the parentheses, and that you watch your plus and minus signs when distributing and when moving things from one side of the equal sign to the other.
Okay.
I'm sure those people that missed math lab today are going to have me do number 6 in class tomorrow. So maybe you could go up and show them how to do it on the board. Are you and Kennedy in the same class? I can't remember. You're not, are you? I didn't think so.
No, man.
I was say she can do it for her class and you can do it for ours.
Yeah.
You have any other questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, good. So, do you have a lot of other schoolwork today?
Actually, it's not bad because I got, I'm done with my English. Now I'm done with math.
Yay!
I have a little bit of geography and a little bit of science, so it's not bad today. Plus, I have a volleyball game at 5:45. So it's always bad when I have a long day and I have a volleyball game or practice because then
I know.
I have to finish it.
I know. I had I've always had a few volleyball players in my math classes, and that's what they talk about. It makes it hard.
It does.
To get stuff done.
Yeah. But I'm happy because normally I don't like having like non-family events on my birthday because tomorrow's my birthday. But I have a practice tomorrow and we're doing like a volleyball event where we get to watch like a movie and stuff. So that's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm actually happy for
Tomorrow's your birthday?
it is.
Yay!
I know. I'm so young. I'm literally I'm turning 14. Which is actually pretty young compared to everyone else. Everyone else is turning like 15 and 16. So I'm a little one.
I think I was 14 in the 9th grade.
Everyone's always like, "Did you skip a grade?" I'm like, "No, I skipped a year of preschool. I'm so special." Everyone thinks I skipped a grade. I'm like, I'm not that smart, but thank you.
Yeah. I think I just started school early.
Yeah. In preschool, they're like, well, the parents get to make the decision. Do you want to hold your kid back 1 year or do you want to put them ahead? They're like, oh, let's just put her ahead. Why not?
Yeah. Way back when I was in school, they didn't even have preschool. Kindergarten was the first grade.
Really?
Uh-huh. And it wasn't even required like it is now. It was optional for the parents. Kind of like preschool can be now.
What? So like, how do you learn your numbers and stuff?
You just learned them in kindergarten or your mom taught you.
Oh, huh.
And my mom taught me. Plus, remember, I'm the baby of 9, so my siblings.
My goodness.
Yeah.
What even? My friends,
Yeah, I was
youngest
reading
of
and doing
7.
numbers before I went to school. I'm sorry?
My friend's the youngest of 7, and I thought that was a lot.
Yeah, there were a lot of us.
Oh my goodness. Gosh.
Fun stuff.
If I was the oldest of 9, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd like have to strangle someone.
I know. My sister, she actually passed away a few years ago of pancreatic cancer, but she was a very patient lady. And my mom depended upon her a lot. She was really sweet.
Aw. Yeah, my mom's sister died when she was 15 of pneumonia.
Oh, wow.
And her name was Mary, too, so I would have had a twin.
Oh.
But I never got to meet her.
Yeah. That's hard. How old was your mom?
She was about 18, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom's the oldest of 4.
Wow, that's really hard.
And they would have had like 6 or 7 kids, but my grandma had a miscarriage of twins and then a miscarriage of a boy. So it's literally all girls.
Oh. There were 6 girls and 3 boys in my family. So, yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, that'd be a fun family reunion.
It is. It's real fun. Loud. But it's fun.
That's good. I want to have lots of kids so then my kids can have tons of kids and I could be a grandmother of like a million.
Oh, there you go.
That'd be a fun family like Christmas.
It would be fun, wouldn't it? Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Expensive though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But, the fun would make up for it.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for helping me.
Not a problem. I hope you have a blessed day, Mary.
You too.
Take care, honey.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye.